How are you all, guys? We are going live with Boucard.
Hey,
Hey,
finally. So I'm Matias, he's Myron,
Myron,
okay? I mean,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
should put my glasses so we look more badass, like real brothers, okay? So, you know what? We are in the set. We are in Bulgaria, in a New Bojana studio, which is a set where you have a lot of backlots. And we're gonna we're gonna show you the set where we're gonna be next week. So you will see, it's quite
This
amazing.
Monday.
Yeah, this Monday. So you have to see because it's part of your country. We are in Roma, you know.
Yeah.
So it's like Roma Empire, you know. It's like Rome. You will see, it's quite amazing. So we're prepping a commercial for a brand, a cool brand, video game brand. We can tell you exactly what it is, but it's quite cool. It's like a long sequence shot. It's like a long look. We change again set.
Cool.
We are not in Roma. Huh?
Yeah, it's in Cinecittà.
Yeah, exactly. It's quite like that. I mean, I think in this studio they do like TV series and you know, so it's quite cool. So I'm gonna show you exactly the set where we're gonna be, which is quite exciting. So we shooting this commercial. It's basically 10, 12 seconds shot that and we go through like big war scene, so it's quite cool. So we start like in a cave, then we go in Roma, then we go in several locations that I cannot really tell you where. We lost. It's not there, it's over there.
There's a lot of secrets behind this work.
It's too big, man. But it's quite cool. I mean, so I hope. So on Monday we're gonna be with Myron, and I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna be on pre-lighting in studio. So I think I'm gonna try to explain as much as I lead the set.
Absolutely.
And Myron's gonna be there with me.
We're gonna show again something. There's someone is thinking it's Italy. It's not Italy, guys.
It's not Italy at all. I'm gonna show you. It's not Italy. Look behind. That's behind the studio. Everything is fake. Look, we are in Bulgaria. Look, that's behind. That's not Italy at all. Just to show, we are not in Italia, but look what is behind me.
Who is that guy? Who is?
That guy normally is on rollerblade. Now it's like just walk.
Luckily, I have feet as well because this floor is not too friendly for rollerblades.
Yeah. So there you have all the art start to rigging the stick, the things, and then Myron gonna have to go in that ramp that you see there, and he's gonna have that's gonna be cover of body, and he's gonna have to track back in this shit, you know. So we can explain you exactly why and a lot of things because it's like quite secret, but this is nothing. So
hey.
We have Wi-Fi today.
Ooh.
So we can talk.
Hey, man.
Finally.
So again with Myron, we are Delight. You see, we are in I'm gonna show you a bit the set. We are in a Roman Empire backlot. You see? So we're putting a mess. You have there a big crane. I'm prepping a soft light over there. I'm gonna talk about it. And in few hours we're gonna do a night scene there. With like fire and everything. Now we show you just the set, you know, the light. So I'm prepping this. So it's again like I was telling you the other day. It's again we are like using those lights.
Maxi
remember? Yeah, the Maxi Brute that I was telling. But the other day I couldn't show you. So I don't know if you see, but you have different kind of bulb, and I'm mixing them. So those clear. Yeah, those clear are spots, and those one are medium, and I mix them. So after I put on dimmer board, you know, and I dim them down to get the fire color. Then I have like a really nice fire effect. It's like amazing. I mean, I suggest to everybody that want to do fire effect to use those lights. The only problem is like you need a Jenny because it's 16K per light, you know. So we have one there, and over there. I don't know if you see, we have much more. I'm gonna show you. You see, I have another one there, another one there, another one there.
Holy shit! Incredible.
Yeah. It's the thing is, I don't know if you see it, but the set is huge. It's quite huge, the set, you know.
Yeah,
So I'm gonna show you how Myron Mance is a strong guy. Could you please move that shit, please?
I remember our.
You don't realize. Look, it's a Titan. Look. It's really, I mean, it's like almost 500 kilo. You know, I'm not joking. No, it's cinema. So that's some. Did you see? That's a fake off. I have to present you someone. This is David. David is the art director.
Hello, nice to meet you.
Hello.
He's
nice
a master.
To meet you too.
He's a master. He's the guy that's putting all those shit together.
So much
and
respect.
make all this magic. Huh?
I'm a cheater.
It's a cheater, like literally. So look, I'm gonna explain you just quickly my softbox and my light setup, you know, that you're gonna see tonight. So this is a softbox that I'm prepping. I don't know if you see it.
Yeah, now, yeah. A bit close, yeah.
So it's basically 10 sky panel, and I'm doing a structure. It's like 2 meters, and then it's 6 by 6 with 10 sky panel inside, and I'm gonna lift it with that big crane that you see there, and I'm gonna put it on top light over the set, just to create like a moon and not to have only one color. And then I'm gonna use all those maxi brute that you stay there, that I'm putting all around. I'm wrapping around all the sand with this to put the fire. And also we are using real fire. I'm gonna show you. So we're prepping some real fire, and we're using gas. I don't know if you see that.
Yeah.
We're using gas, so we can have fire for a long, you know. Then we're gonna put like smoke and a lot of shit, you know. So it's gonna be. So I'm gonna leave you a bit with Myron, that is gonna explain you a bit his shits, and I'm come back. Okay, Manu?
Okay.
And later on, when everything gonna be lit, you know, I'm gonna show you what this big crane, this moon, and all of this fire make. Okay?
You already explained amazingly, but can't wait to see when is everything done.
It's gonna be cool, really cool. Then he's gonna put his heart with his camera.
Come on, man.
Yeah, man.
How are you?
I'm good, and you?
Good. Also here.
Good. So I don't know if you saw some posts from yesterday. We had a war scene, which is quite a difficult shot. We have limited time, you know, set amount of time for the shot. So we need to get to point A to point B in a certain amount of seconds. Shooting 50 frames, so we have to double that, half the speed of screen time, you know. And so it was really tricky trying to see the action, trying to find all the moments along the way, as well as getting the shot at the right timing, you know. And then I'm going to just show you a bit about the path that we'll be working on today. So I'm basically running through from, I'll show you. So if you see this,
there's only a secret sheen published on the page of Myron. If you guys want to see something, it's a secret to the name of the project for now.
For now we're not allowed to talk about the name of the project, but I can show you sort of the move would be from this ramp, from the top of the ramp. We'll have somebody on top of there. So because it's running down at quite a speed with the MōVI Pro, we've had to build the set to look like it's natural, like something's happened, and there will be, you know, dead bodies over here and somebody standing on top like the victor, you know. So I've had to build this to make it look like it belongs, as well as strong enough to actually run down it. So somebody will be standing up here and the ramp going down there. So it'll be a leading shot, pulling back away from them. We're shooting with a Sony Venice, the Rialto connection, which is good for the MōVI Pro because the Venice body itself is a bit big and bulky for the MōVI to handle, especially for, I mean, you could balance it, but with shooting with master anamorphics, they're also a fairly decent size and weight lens. So we use the Rialto, and it will be really difficult to do this sort of extreme movement with that sort of camera package. I mean, you sacrifice to have the camera on your back, so it changes things a bit. It's not like using a Red or a Alexa Mini, where...
But we saw you have big muscles, so not so much problem for you, right?
What's
you
that?
You take a big column.
Oh, yeah. No, the weight isn't a
so
problem. As
problem.
you've seen, the weight isn't a problem. It's more trying to fit through tight spaces. That's the problem, you know. Because you want to have the action as close to camera as possible, and being a leading shot, you need to have a tight space so that you feel the foreground moving past the front of the frame, you know.
Can you show to the people that joined the live today the setup in case you have close to you?
Right now we were doing some plate shots, so
okay.
the camera is off the gimbal at the moment, but later on it'll be mounted on, and then I can talk a little bit about how to balance it. And you know, what's good I can say already is to use the Ignite Digi package that they have for the MōVI Pro. It helps you to balance heavier packages easily because it sets the tilt cage back already, so your CG is, the center of gravity is further back for to get your balance. Being a bigger lens in front and the body of the camera not being so heavy, you need to move it all back, you know. But I'll show you guys all of that later.
It will be amazing.
Yeah, we'll definitely do that. I guess we should talk about the COVID thing because, you know, we're not wearing masks right now.
Today,
but when a few people are together, we wear masks just for safety. But also, just to give you a pointer, is we've tested 4 times this week just to shoot. So these times are crazy.
Each 5 day we're testing, and we cannot go out, and we have to stay in the hotel with the crew.
It's only for work. You say they're only for the work. No,
I mean, for
no party.
Just to answer, we're using on this one, we're using the Sony Venice because we need the Rialto system, the idea to shoot on the gimbal because I wanted to shoot at 50 frame, and I needed to be at 2.8/4 at night, and I needed shutter to not have too much motion blur. So I had to put like 45 shutter. So that's normally I'm like a super hairy guy all the time, but with the Mini you cannot go 50 frames per second, and I need it, and I'm quite happy with it, to be honest. It's not happy because the backpack, because
it makes me too big, you know.
Basically the camera it's cut in piece, so you have the camera and you take off just the sensor with the Rialto system, and he put the Rialto system on the MōVI, but he have to care on the backpack, he have to care all the camera. And yesterday it was quite hard. I don't know if you see the story when he was like running. It was quite hard because as soon as when he will explain planning better than me. And also the good thing is that I had to be 50 frame, I had to be 4K because we still have a lot of post production. Even if we have like a big set, we're gonna have post production. And 50 frame is not a lot of slow motion. So I had to play with the shutter, you know. So because when you do slow motion, you also have to play with the shutter just to make sure that you're sharp, you know. Because, for example, if you cannot go more than 50 frames because your camera, because your light on everything, I don't know why you cannot go more. And when you see your slow motion, it's soft, you know, the movement is soft, then you play with the shutter. So usually the shutter, we shoot 25 frames at 180 in Europe. When you shoot 50, you can go wherever you want at 25, but at 50, for example, now I'm shooting 45 degrees, and sometimes I'm shooting 22. So I still have a bit of shutter effect, but at least I have the slow motion. The slow motion is sharp, you know.
Okay.
I don't know what they're talking about, but
yeah.
that's
It's
why
well explained. You said a lot of post production. I see some little green screen in the window, right? There will be some visual effects.
Yeah, there's visual effect. I mean, we're doing a lot on camera, but you know, those guys want to make it super good, like Romain Chassin, the director and the production, and they are like they're gonna add some matte painting and stuff. So they need production. We have some green screen and stuff, and also the sensitivity of the camera at 4K. I take the camera at 2,500 ASA, and you don't have full because I'm pushing the limits in a way because I want to create natural fire look, bomb, blah blah blah, and for that, and I need stop. And there's some point when you put in too much light, then it starts to look fake, you know.
Yeah.
So if you want to feel that it's natural, and if you want to feel that the fire is really the key light, your key light, you know, you need to find exactly the good contrast and the good balance. I don't know if it's clear, but I have to go.
Yeah.
We have some explosion on the green, so it can explain you how bad was.
Yeah. And step by step, also with the stuff, we can go in depth. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, you guys, is there any questions? Anything you guys specifically want to know or need to know?
Okay. How many days are you guys shooting in Nobuyana?
We're shooting 3 days. 3 days with about 5 scenes. Each scene is a set amount of time, you know.
What lenses are you using? The other question.
We're using the master anamorphics.
Which focal length? I think
most of the job, also because it's a lot of CG and post, we're doing 28mm, and it's quite nice to be on a wider lens to see the foreground rushing past as we pull through the set, you know.
Okay, there's another one. Do you build rent all the props straight from the studio?
Some are rented, and some here we have someone doing a bit of dressing here. I don't know if you see. So a lot of the props are rented, and then specific, if the director wants something specific, it gets built, or something like the ramp, like I was saying, something like this needed to be built specifically for the shot so that I can put my feet in the right positions. You see, like here, this is actually built to be a ramp, but it's like an old chariot.
Yeah.
And an old box and a shield. This was rented. So the shield is also part of my ramp, but still makes up visual set, you know.
Myron is there with me with his nice mask.
Like a Ghostbuster today.
Yeah, I mean, on this one, the package is a Sony Venice.
Yeah.
Because we had to shoot 50 frames, and we're using the Sony Rialto system, and we have to shoot 50 frames 4K, and I don't know. I mean, we're shooting master anamorphic 28, which is quite heavy, and not. How you feel it? You can take off your mask. We test, so they see your nice.
Show to the community the equipment, because
Look.
Not all know the Rialto system.
So you see, I mean, basically, this is the camera, and you can take off this part of the camera, and you can put it over there. I don't know if you see it. Yeah, you
big
see
cap.
it's a
Okay.
small part, so you can disconnect the sensor, and so you can have a really small package, and you just have a cable going from the sensor
Go
to the
more.
camera, you see.
Okay.
You see? So, so it's quite a nice package, but it's cool. For example, I use it on the Nike commercial when I was doing a handheld to running after the. I did one for a Nike woman when we were chasing some players, and so I had this. I had the backpack and I was running handheld with the Rialto. I mean, it's quite cool. Many people that like it. I'm more a Ari guy, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm just
Like,
wondering.
yeah, I mean, that's really. I mean, I'm doing a live and I'm with a Sony Venice, which is not me at all. But you know, you have to. I mean, the good equipment is the good
Yeah,
equipment for the movie. It's not the good equipment that you feel you need to challenge yourself all the time, try it. And I saw many good commercial from big DPs and big friends of me, like Khalid, that they are using Sony so well. And so for this commercial, because I had to do 50 frames, and I need to shoot 4K. I need out of this. We going for Sony Venice.
for
So
different purposes. So every
exactly.
time the right equipment.
So I'm gonna try to go in, but I don't know
Okay.
if that's gonna work.
So guys, let's start praying because it's
Yeah. Start to praying, like we say, you
it's
know.
a
Ah,
Sony
cool.
Rialto,
I had the
guys.
director there. He's waiting for. He's watching me. The director. Come over there. I have to put my mask now because I'm him. That's Romain
Okay.
Chassin. He's the director of
Hey,
the commercial,
how are
but we
you?
can say what is it exactly, you know? Yeah, he say hi, but he don't speak a lot. He's a really shy guy.
Okay, no problem. No problem.
Let's see if it's working. I don't know if it's working. I don't. So
Sony Rialto is the camera,
so
guys,
that's
not
the crew,
Sony.
you know. That's the crew.
Hey,
So do you see something, or it still
it's a
doesn't work?
bit pixelated, but we are
So I can show
we
you
are
the
in.
set, but I can just show you a bit like some of the lighting setup that we did. You know, we have softbox. We have two softbox there. So the first tricks that I have, it's only when I do softbox, I always do it in different parts. For example, if you need a softbox 8x4, 8x6, because you never know exactly the angle, you can go lower with one. So I like to break the softbox and to break in piece. There,
Okay.
you know, I have two and I can control exactly the angle. So I can go lower and I can manage the contrast. So I have the same light that the softbox, but in a different piece. Okay. So there also we're doing some fire. So you see the maxi blue that I'm using. So I put
Yeah.
it on a dimmer table so we can control each bulb. And then I mixing bulb because you know on maxi brutes they are like they are old lights, but on maxi brute you can use like different bulb like spot, medium, or soft, which means that it's a different angle. So spot is like really narrow, medium is
Yeah.
in between, and soft it's like open. You mix them, and then you put them on a dimmer table. You dim down a lot the tungsten bulb, so you get this like really warm and nice color, you know. And by playing with the different bulb, medium, soft, and spot, you get a really nice effect. And then you can add a small gel, for example, if you want to break the shadow or not, you know. So there I have like 12 of them. But you know, there's some DP like Ditkins that when he do fire, he's using like 50. You know, for example. I have 15, which is not bad, but I'm not at 50. Yeah. I think we're gonna have. Yeah, I think we're gonna have to go because we're gonna have to
Yeah.
shoot.
No
So we
problem. Okay. Thanks so much,
see you there.
guys. Have
See
a
you,
great
man.
day, and yeah, and let's
Yeah.
chat soon.
Lucy Adam was born about 9,000 years before our time. In the year 515, after having federated the African continent, she set out to conquer Rome. It was on witnessing the consequences of this terrible battle that she decided to impose upon her people a strictly vegetarian diet. And it's in 1082, following the unexplained death of the king, that she was crowned Empress of Spain. It's in fact to celebrate this event that rock and roll was invented. In 1789, allied with the valiant Japanese, she discovered the real Indies, which had fallen into the hands of the bloody French. This was followed by the Great Devastation, a 100-year war that Lucy Adam ended before beginning the Great Reconstruction and establishing a lasting peace by banishing all forms of currency and violence, as well as the use of selfie sticks in museums. Hey, Lucy. Lucy, are you with us? Okay, so for next week, don't forget your essay on the cultural stereotypes of the great civilizations that have marked history. How far will you push humankind?